Good morning. Okay, I'm trying to get David to start speaking.
Welcome to Walter State Community College, where we are an Apple Distinguished Program 2015 through 2017, and where faculty and students are engaged in finding ways to use mobile learning to create, to communicate, and to learn in new and different ways. We hope that you will enjoy today's Periscope Spotlight and try to use at least one of the tools or practices in your own classrooms. Thanks.
All right, so that is the beginning. Now let's go in. We're going into a history class today, so let's go and see what we're going to find.
Alright, so everybody got your groups, you got your iPads. What we're going to do is when you open up, turn on your iPad, there's going to be an app, and it may be down at the very bottom. It is a comic app. You guys remember we had snow days and I posted those cute little comments telling you what you're going to do? It's called Make Believes. So find that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pass out pieces of paper that have terms on it from our lecture last Thursday. And what you guys are going to do is play kind of like a little Pictionary game with that. You're going to create a comic that describes what this term is. So you can either do a series of events, and you can change it to 2, 3, or 4 panes. And then you're going to send it to me, and your classmates are going to have to guess what your term is based on the comic that you create. So don't make it right on the nose. So don't tell everybody exactly what is in your comic. Make somebody think. So do a representation of what we talked about. If it was an event, some of you may have events, some of you may have people. It's going to be kind of like the game we play in class where you're having to guess what it is, but you're going to just use it to create a comic strip. So everybody's going to grab one for your group. Are you three a group? All right, grab one. And if we have extra, all right, you all a group? Pick a term. So this is all the stuff. Who do you want to work with, Patricia? You want to work over here? Come on here. All right, we'll put 2 groups out of this one. All right. 2 groups over here or one? All right, grab one. Grab one.
So what was your term?
All right, and I'm going to give you guys an extra one. Because we've got more. All right, Sarah, you know
So what do you
think?
think?
I don't know. You're right.
So there's that. Y'all are going to get 2 terms. So create a
So how are
comic
you going to
strip
figure out what to do?
based on your, I'm going to give you all an extra one.
Okay. How are we going to figure out
Based
what?
on your term.
We'll either Google it or we'll look at our notes.
Okay, that's a good plan.
I know that one. I don't know what to think about. What are we supposed to put under model name?
So what are y'all working on?
A comic strip.
Yes, and so what's your topics?
John T. Scopes and Reconstruction Finance Corporation.
So what do you think you're going to do with
So
it?
use the characters, use the events, you can use text lines.
I'm too early asking, right? Okay, all right, I'll let you brainstorm.
And what you're going to do, once you get it created, I'll put my email up here, and you can send it to me through that, and then I'll put them up on the overhead board for the class. So go ahead and work on it.
Doesn't matter. You see something about moldy bread, you're gonna just be like, oh.
Okay, I wasn't here Thursday, so what's going on?
They're like a group of people
It's
that.
veterans, and they try to remind me, they promised them like money in a certain year, and they wanted me before that time.
Now, when you get your first one created, let me know, and I'll show you how to send it to me. Are you working on 2 minutes?
Well, I don't want to give it away. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to give you 2.
The app is called Make Beliefs. Make Beliefs. It is free. It creates a comic strip or allows students to build a comic strip, and you can see she's already begun to bring characters in.
Oh, Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was wrong.
Alright, so what are you trying to do? You can change how many points you have by using one. You can do 2, 3, or 4.
We didn't figure that one out.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to insert your characters, you
What
can
was
put
it?
them here.
Scottsboro thing is
And
in
you can change by using arrows here, and it shows you
That was
different
accused
numbers. So
of
say, if you scroll
Scottsboro,
here,
oh, that's
you
fine.
can pick farming, you're sad.
Get it out first.
Scottsboro, is it B?
You can change there. Different sizes.
So the very one that you all didn't know anything about, you're starting with, correct?
Yeah, it was after we found it out, we remembered what it was.
Okay, you have to check your notes. Okay.
Was it all right here?
And you can put that, and all you have to do is drag in.
So what is which one are you working on now, guys?
The Reconstruction Finance Corporation.
So what are you thinking about with your comic strip?
Well, we're going to use this little alligator here and say that we're going to keep the banks from going under with a little money, and I don't really know what we're doing with the other ones.
Okay, but a good start sounds like. Why'd you choose an alligator?
He looks swanky and
Businessy. Okay, looks businessy. Okay. All right, so what are you girls working on? What's your topic?
We have Herbert Hoover and National Farmers Holiday Association.
Okay, so what are you thinking you're going to do?
Well, we're trying to figure it out right now.
Okay.
We're working on it though.
Okay, that's a good start. What about over here, guys?
I have Black Tuesday and the Great Depression.
Okay, so what are you thinking about?
Well, right now I'm currently wondering how you change the little picture because we have Abraham Lincoln.
Oh my God.
Abraham Lincoln may not be working for you?
I don't think he was part of the Great Depression.
I'll get an answer to your question in just a second. The instructor's talking right now, but I'll get you your question answered. How many times have they used the app?
This is the first time the students in this class have used the app. I used this in a different class when we were studying the Constitution, and what I had students do was to read the Constitution and to pick out a part of the Constitution and represent it, put it in modern language, and interpret it. And the great thing about that is they picked up very quickly how to use the app. And when the other students in the class were guessing which part of the Constitution they were guessing, I heard them say, oh, we just read that part. And so they actually read through the document to get to theirs and were able to remember what they read to use it for other students.
So this is the first time these students have seen this app?
Yes, the first time
Wow.
we used it in class. But it's a
Wow.
really easy app to use.
Well, undoubtedly so, because they are working away and just mashing and pushing and dragging and dropping.
Take this one. Take this one.
Now we need.
All right, so what's your all's topic and what are you thinking?
Right now we're doing Hoovervilles.
Okay, and so what are you building?
A Hooverville? Yeah.
Okay.
We need somebody to look sad.
Now, this should be over here.
Everyone must look sad.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you can see they're working away. Everyone is engaged. If you look around the room, everyone is engaged in the assignment. I wonder how often they're this engaged during a lecture. But right now, everybody's working together to get to a good starting point to be able to complete this assignment. As you can see, the instructor's roaming around the room, meeting with each group, giving assistance as needed, helping with the app, giving suggestions, making sure they're on target. Lots of collaboration going on in this classroom. Hello. Glad you joined us.
Why did you space right there?
Should we put the top here? You don't have to do
It's 1928. That's what day it was on.
All right, for these students never to have used this app, they seem like they have no insecurities about just clicking and dragging and picking, so the app again is Make Believes. Make Believes. It's free. The instructor has brought in the iPad part, and so each of the groups have an iPad to work on.
Straight up, stare at it. Yes. Where did the money go?
These students are deep in thought.
I don't think we can add money to. Good. Thank you.
What do we want to put?
Yeah, no, you don't put the name of what it is, or you don't put any characters on there.
But yeah, this was a pain.
Alright, so this is what you're gonna do. Then all you need to do is hit the next.
Alright, so we're gonna do this one.
And then here, just put in your name and email.
Okay, so we're not.
I know.
That's okay.
Not really.
They withheld all their products from the market.
Author's name.
Then send it to my email that I put up there on the board, Suzanne.Stevens.
That's a great idea. If you have questions about Make Believes, the instructor's name is Suzanne Stevens, and there's her Walter State address. She's actually having the students send their finished products to this email address. So if you have questions that you'd like to send to Dr. Stevens about Make Believes or how she uses it in class, feel free to contact her, suzanne.stevens@ws.edu.
Is there a way for the background to make have a color?
Dr. Stevens, can you walk us through what you're doing now?
I am looking, I've had one of our classmates email me their make-believe, because you can save it as a picture onto your device and email it that way, or you can email it straight from the comic strip from the app, and then it's gonna come to me once I give it a minute, and then I'll have a link where I can go and view that. And since I have my iPad hooked up to our system, then I can show it to the class once the email comes through, and everybody can see what it is, and so I can save the PDF of it as well and forward it to other people that I want to read. So let me make sure, double check your address.
Dr. Stevens, someone asked, will they complete this assignment in this class time period right now?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
they will complete the assignment in this class period?
Yes.
Thank you for not letting us go under.
So once that comes through, and I'll show you an example, no, I'll send it to me. I usually give them a time limit of so many minutes to create and send it to me, and that way we can go over them in class, and I use this as a tool to either go over some in-depth documents we're talking about, or as a review for last class. So all the terms they have here are from the lecture we had on Thursday. So this is a way to keep it fresh. I try and do a review game every time.
All right, so you have this, your iPad plugged into the home
Yes.
station?
Yes, and I'm just waiting for the email to come through, which is taking just a minute.
Flipping.
This is horrible. Yeah, you just need to have the alligator just standing there next to him while he's talking. There you go. Okay. No, I just have to say, thank you so much for
Okay, so we're waiting for the email to come in from one of the student projects, and then she'll put that up on the big screen, and they will go over it as a class.
Yes.
This is just a kind of silly question.
Okay.
But when I typed out your email, it automatically corrected your first name. Will that matter?
No, that's fine. That should go. Yep, just hit email comics. So that's one tool. All right, let me show them. Another option, what you can do is once it goes through, if you click the next button, they can email it to me, or you can click Save to Camera Roll. And once they save it to their camera roll, it will automatically appear. If this one worked right, let me find the camera roll on here.
Can we set that as like the background of that iPad?
Reflection.
Okay.
So sweet.
Why it's not working on there. There we go. So that is emailed.
Okay.
Or they can click Save to Camera Roll, which typically works. I don't know why it's not working on here.
Is that Herbert Hoover?
But then that'll save it into the camera roll, and then they can email it as a picture.
Gotcha.
So that one should go through.
So it comes through as an image. Okay. So let's see if she can get one pulled up before we let you go today.
All right. So what you're going to see on the screen at the top, I get a email that says I've received a Make Believes comic, and then I can click on the link, and it'll take me to the website, and it'll have the comic up there. So this is one of the first ones that we got. So everybody read over this, and can you tell me what term that our girls had that they made this comic? So in the first pane, you've got a box that says, those white boys raped that white girl, they should be hanged. Then you got some men in the middle, and then their caption is, you're only accusing us because we're black. What term did they have that we talked about last week in class? You guys remember who that was? It's okay. If you need to flip through your notes, go ahead.
They're searching through their notes looking for the answer.
Looked at that too.
We talked about happening in Alabama. We said the Communist Party lawyers came in, defended them.
Are you asking what they were called?
Yeah, what was this?
The Scottsboro Boys?
Scottsboro Boys, very good. That was the Scottsboro Boys. All right, good.
Success. Thanks for joining us today on the
All right,
20 Minute
that was
Mentor. See you next
Alabama.
Tuesday.